Welcome to Shattered Fates, where we explore the darkest corners of justice, grief, and the human condition. Today, we bring you one of the most haunting stories ever to emerge from a courtroom. A mother's vengeance that shocked a nation and raised eternal questions about morality, justice, and loss. This is the story of Marianne Bachmeier. It was 1980 in Lübeck, West Germany. Marianne Bachmeier, a single mother, was raising her 7-year-old daughter, Anna. Anna was bright, spirited, and full of life, a light in Marianne's otherwise stormy world. But on March 5th, that light was extinguished. Anna had a fight with her mother before school. She decided to skip class, a rare act of defiance. That single decision placed her in the path of a man named Klaus Grabowski, a convicted sex offender who had once served time for abusing young girls. Grabowski lured Anna into his home. Hours later, he strangled her with a pair of his fiancée's tights. He placed her lifeless body in a box and dumped it by a canal. The news tore through Germany. But for Marianne, it wasn't just a headline. It was the brutal end of her daughter's story, and the beginning of her own. Klaus Grabowski had a disturbing past. He had previously been convicted of child molestation and had voluntarily undergone chemical castration. But later, he had hormone treatments to reverse it. Despite his history, he was free, unsupervised, able to harm again. The murder trial began in March 1981. Marianne attended, haunted and heartbroken. The trial was meant to serve justice, but it felt cold, detached, and bureaucratic. On the third day of proceedings, as the trial was about to begin, Marianne made a decision that would make headlines around the world. She smuggled a small pistol into the courtroom, a .22 caliber pistol she had acquired through contacts. And when she saw Klaus Grabowski sitting there, unrepentant and calm, she pulled the trigger. 7 shots rang out. 6 hit Grabowski. He died instantly, in front of the judge, the lawyers, and the press. The courtroom erupted, and Marianne sat down calm and composed. She had done what the justice system couldn't. Germany was stunned. The media exploded with debate. Was she a murderer or a grieving mother exacting divine justice? Some called her a symbol of maternal love pushed to the extreme. Others saw vigilantism, a threat to the very system of justice. Her trial began in 1983. The prosecution argued premeditation, but Marianne's lawyers said it was an act of emotional trauma, not cold calculation. In the end, the court found her guilty of manslaughter and unlawful possession of a firearm. She was sentenced to 6 years in prison, but served only 3. The court's decision echoed public sentiment, understanding, if not approval. After prison, Marianne lived a life marked by both infamy and sorrow. She moved to Nigeria for a time, then returned to Germany, seeking anonymity. In her later years, she reflected openly on her actions. She did not regret killing Grabowski, but she bore the weight of it. Her life had become a symbol, but at the cost of peace. In 1996, she was diagnosed with cancer. She gave interviews, wrote a book, and remained a controversial figure until her death in 1996 at the age of 46. Marianne Bachmeier's story is not just about crime or justice. It's about grief, about the unbearable pain of a parent burying their child, and about a society grappling with the limits of its laws and the boundless depths of human emotion. What would you do if the system failed you? Would you wait for justice or take it into your own hands? This was the story of Marianne Bachmeier, a mother, a killer, and a symbol of shattered fate. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Shattered Fates for more stories that linger in the shadows.